Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and other billionaires, have you ever wondered how these people became rich? And other fields. You may often listen most people saying that success is directly correlated to hard work. Well, motivational speakers saying that rich people sleep 4 hours and yet mostly sleep 8 hours, like us. They also say we won't get anywhere without putting 10,000 hours or working 100 hours a week. But what if that was not the case? What if those people succeed having unfair advantages over their competitors? Or we found out that we have all got our own set of unfair advantages that we can use to succeed in our lives as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and to the first episode of Book Club, where I'm going to summarize the key insights of the book. So today we are going to talk about the unfair advantage, how you already have what it takes to succeed. It was written by Ash Ali and Hassan Cuba. Its thesis starts with thesis that life is fundamentally unfair. Well, when you see successful people, they just did not get there with hard work. There were other circumstances that played that role, like privilege, rich parents, location, better country, that sort of thing.
The question that came to my mind when I was reading through the book is that success, how we want to define it, some sort of combination of fair play and unfair advantages.
Fair play like, let's believe there's a startup founder who wakes up at 4 o'clock and then do 2 hours exercise and then hustles on laptop and just like work like hell. That would be fair play advantage, or I call it fair play.
But if that same startup founder parents are super rich and invest $1 million in the company from day one, that would be an unfair advantage. It helps as an unfair advantage to the business, but something that rest of us cannot replicate.
Unfair advantage are not just strength, there are also circumstances. Basically, they give us competitive edge and that cannot someone replicate. So these unfair advantages are not for rich or famous people. These are for everyone. Basically, we all have our own unfair advantages in our own ways. So you might be thinking how we can find our own unfair advantages. Well, we can use Miles framework for that.
It comes down to money, location, status, expertise, and education. Now let's start with money.
Let's start with Steven Spielberg. He was born in a very rich family. He is the co-founder of Snapchat and he was born in a multi-million-dollar house. He had access to rich entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, and he had access to good universities. Clearly, he had worked hard for that. But this shows how money and privilege gives you a head up with other people and gives you an unfair advantage. Second, the I stands for intelligence. So let's say the Collison brother who created Stripe, which became multi-billion-dollar payment process company before they turned 22. Patrick made his own programming language when he was 16 and he left school early to enroll in MIT. His brother John finished with the highest score on his leaving certificate and he was accepted in Harvard before he even done his exam. And yes, loads of hard work and effort went into it. But we can say that the Collison brother had unfair advantage in terms of intelligence. Number 3 stands for location. Ray Kroc once said the most important factor to be successful is to be at right place at right time. Second, doing something about it. Location is very important rule for business to make good connection. Luck, I believe, comes in fair advantage.
Taking more actions, do more things, meet more people, blog, produce things and publish them, get feedback, put more stuff into the world. So if we explore ourselves to these opportunities, we tend to move our luck in our ways.
Moving on to the number 4, educational expertise. If you have a fancy degree from a fancy university, it gives you an unfair advantage. Education gives you number 1 knowledge, number 2 network, and number 3 signaling. I believe most of knowledge get nowadays are from blogs, YouTube, and books. And networking, yes, if you do not live in fancy place, you do not have good network. And the number 5 is status. Status is unfair advantage. If Jeff Bezos starts a new company, everyone is going to listen about it. Yes, hard work would be needed and company will become successful. In book, Ash tells us how we can increase our inner status. like confidence and self-esteem, and how it can help us if we do not have status like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. Yes, I believe everyone can increase their self-esteem and confidence, and I believe it comes in fair advantage rather than unfair advantage that people are going to have.
So the Miles framework helps us that what our own unfair advantages are, but it's not for just people who want to start a business or who want to be an entrepreneur. The final idea from the book I want to talk about is related to mindset, that we have ability to grow and we are not fixed. So in last, when we think about success, we can think of all the things that is not going for us. We can improve our weakness and not think of privileges we do not have, so we do not blind us from fair advantage we do have. It's not about focusing on our negatives, it's about knowing the reality and leveraging the unfair advantage we do have to help us live our best lives.